Ooh. Yeah, autosave, yeah. Oh, still an act. Are we? No. No, if I got any of the options. Kinda fucking. Not being able to carry much ammo kind of sucks though. They're gonna get 18 bullets. Like pretty much what, 3 or 4 reloads? It's not much. Don't know if it's worth it. Doesn't exactly feel worth it. Doesn't it? Could it show me what level stamina can... I quite like that. Like, this steak is fucking fat now. Now, I can't tell if stun points would be better. It gets an extra 5 per level. 9, extra 38. So I feel like getting it once would be good. Getting it to 40. Best. How many blood points would it give you? 2.5. Not really much. I think stamina decrease next. What are you getting it to like over a tens of a number? Now I forgot what we were doing. I think we were going for the main quest. Up to one. Captors are you. I don't think we can rest either. I don't get my level up. Not that I really need to anyway. That guy's recovering, she's recovering, he's sort of cold, he's got bronchitis. Can't get the migraine. Investigation. That's back thing, that's to the south. Claret. Reed Braille. Is over there. What I'm thinking.
I cannot enter.
So best way to get around. We come out through there. Might as well just run around, right? I think it make a big difference no matter which way I go. I do just want So on this side, there's so much stuff to explore. It feels, but maybe there's not as much as I think. Well, we want to go to this white thing. Let's get on with the main quest.
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
Touch that bin. Kind of. Go that direction. Who are the 2 guys I was talking to last time? Can I go in here? Yeah, I did go.
Come on, we can sort it out, right? It's not my call, Baron. Okay, one way or another. Please, Joe. How long have we known each other? We even used to be neighbours.
Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed,
Okay.
and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
Oh.
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in. I'm Harry, by the way.
That's fucking weird.
Pain and suffering in this world.
Peterson's got fatigue. Oh. Oh, was this the area? No. I could just rob this guy. What's in the back? Talk to you. In a memento, I'm just gonna go search your house. Maybe get a few. The blood's outside. It's a nice little house, though.
It's locked.
Just my boy. Stealing his money. The fact that he just lets me in here, just lets me run around. Vampires are real. Before we don't let them control you, they are amongst us. They are after you. They lust after your soul. Weird looking Mario Party? Yeah, it is. It is. I don't know why you just don't stream your runs. But I guess everyone's different. Everyone wants to stream. If you suspect someone of being a vampire, don't try to kill it yourself. You have no chance. You could contact me or try to inform a professional vampire killer. Men and are rare, but they know what to do against evil creatures. That some working together name of the Guard of Brywin, paramilitary organization dedicated to the eradication of vampires in London. Hey, your friends, you are not alone. Solutions exist. Be smart. Spread the word. Clarence Crossley. Moving so hard the X button is basically jammed and rebind it to X. Yeah, I was going to say that'd be the worst bit, is playing a game where you spam it the fuck out of it and you just end up fucking it up. Ooh, okay, cool. Peterson, I want you to inform you of our refusal to accept your application for a job at the dockyard. Thank you for your time spent in the office, explaining the difficulty of your situation. Your ill boy and lost a beloved wife. My duty to point out the policy of our company, which expressly approves the employment of former criminals convict. Unfortunately, issues with the ill-famed wet boot boys have been duly noted. Should Harper attend and reward first candidates who pass the small inquiry we'd like to conduct about our future employees. These are hard times. Finch and Harper intend to reward first the candidates who pass a small inquiry we'd like to conduct about our future employees. So, Mr. Peterson didn't get a job. And now we have his son. Yeah, I think I fucked up a few controllers like from that. I think Sam fucked up an old Xbox controller because he spammed A so much for running in GTA that the button pretty much like got stuck. So that doesn't surprise me.
Insane! Insane!
Pummelvacuum is now a party. To celebrate the prices going down in my country. He also got the discounted 6 months package. Support for you at Burgermeat 72 kleiner als 3.
Oh my god, Pummel. Celebrate sub prices going down in my country. I also got the discounted 6-month sub package support for you. Do Pummel. Much love. Appreciate that. Thanks for becoming a patty for 3 months as well. Did you really give out the 6-month thing? I saw that too. For us, it's gone down $1, which is pretty fucking awesome. This is what Twitch was aiming for though. So I read it up and pretty much what it is that the first 3 months, if you meet their criteria,
Even my dreams
they'll cover the
are so
difference from the old from the new sub prices to the old sub prices. But after 12 months, it'll like they'll just expect for you to have more subs than normal, so you better make the same amount of money, if not more. Yeah, pretty much. 6 months of pluck that a burger baby. Maybe you're the girl under the table, Pummel.
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Oh my god. I could mesmerize and kill his son. But I'm not going to.
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do.
Appreciate that sub though, Pummel. How much did it go down to, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't know
Like,
if
what
it's
did it
the
used to be and now
epidemic,
what's
but
it now?
everything seems so hard.
You'll feel better with this. But you need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholy.
Stealing your hoodie.
I'm not sure.
I'm not wearing
happy
it
with
now.
the idea of living
I'll be there
long
soon.
in a
Yeah,
world like
come on,
this.
long man.
But I thank you for your concern, sir.
Is it that cold over there? Because Cal was saying his went down from like $11 down to like $4.50 or something. Or like $4, which is, to me, that's insane. That's an insane drop.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
Yes, I know her. She came here to examine me when I was very sick. She said I should go out more.
Holy shit, really? So it dropped 75%. Oh my god. Dude, that's an insane drop. Gosh. I mean, see, thing is, that's the thing that would make you now sub to people. Because before you were like, oh shit, it's so expensive. But now it's like, oh, I can actually technically afford some of the select people I would like to. Like the fact that you could pretty much buy 4 subs. Because it would be compared to the, we're crazy subber now. Everyone else gets 99.5. Because it's comparing it to the cost of living, I think they said. So for us, it's probably not that bad, but in countries where the currency could be fucked and the conversions are fucked, then yeah.
How do you feel?
I'm fine.
I think that's sick though. That's
I mean,
awesome.
It's not easy every day, but I'm fine. I'm just tired of being sick all the time. If only I could be tough like... Well, you know.
Speak.
No, I don't. For our constitution, but is often sick. Because yeah, you get pretty much now sub to 4 people for the price of what 1 was, which, you know,
What can you
big
tell
bloody
me about your
difference.
father?
My father is an idiot who makes idiot things. That's all I have to say.
Forgive my bluntness, young man, but you don't seem happy living in Whitechapel.
Why should I? I never wanted to come here in the first place. It was my father's decision.
Tell us or something though.
And look around you. Does this look like a nice place to live?
Working from home today. Yeah, Evan still can stick around for longer. You don't have to be naughty today. You don't have to be naughty. Do you prefer working from home though? Oh, your place to call home. Your situation can only improve. Your father did his best.
I'm sure your father
Appreciate you
did
coming around
his
though, Pummel.
best when he found this house.
Always good to see you.
Times are tough for everyone, young man.
That's exactly what my father says. Harry, you should be grateful for what you've got. I wasn't even consulted when we moved here.
Well, that was not a very good response by me.
If life here is so terrible for you, why don't you just leave this place? Have you ever spoken to your father about it?
Why would the word put be
I
potentially banned?
don't go outside.
Put, P-U-T.
It terrifies me so. I went outside once without my father noticing and I saw terrible things. Bloody and frightening things.
So that's
Very
why you
weird,
stay
very
at
weird.
home,
Hold on, I'll read that in a sec.
for fear of the epidemic.
I'm not afraid of disease or death, Dr. Reed. It's the living I'm afraid of.
Do you have to dress up and put on makeup for work? Do you have to do that? Or is it just like, I guess you kind of feel like you have to, or if you don't, then people might start talking shit or something. But I agree with that. Just be able to chill out in your pajamas does sound pretty fucking good. Focus better at work if there's more people to talk to. 100%. Plus a day would go a lot quicker. You'd probably just enjoy it a lot more. Doing that. I keep fucking up these hints, man, and I can't go back and redo it, which is so annoying. But it's the
Your
point of the game.
father and Mr. Lewis used to be good friends. What happened, Harry?
I was young then. I don't remember Mr. Lewis ever coming back again after my mother died. Or was it after my father started bullying him? I don't know.
Violent rule. Ah, because yeah, they want you to look good, and then if you look good, people might come in and go, oh, they're very well presentable, they look clean, blah, 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 blah. Stuff like that.
Have
I
you
get
tried
you.
speaking to Mr. Lewis about it?
I don't go out often, but yes. And he scolded me and told me to leave him alone. I guess my father frightens him too much.
But you are not responsible for your father's actions.
Am I not? Dad always says that he joined that gang for my safety. So if I wasn't born, people wouldn't be worrying about Colossus Joe.
I mean, I have seen and heard that, like, usually if there's how do I word this? Like, I guess a good-looking, you know, clean or attractive girl working the front counter and stuff like that, people feel more safe around them. Like, I've heard a few examples of, like, I guess some girls working the front counter over a guy, and usually there was more people coming into the store when they had a female working at the desk rather than a guy, because people probably just felt more pleasant or welcome to talk to a girl rather than a guy. Especially for some ladies. Like, that's not always going to be true, but I've just heard a few things that people were like, yeah, I used to, you know, work the front desk, so many people coming in, hired a girl worked the front desk, and it was a lot busier, so...
Would it ease tensions with your father if he got an honest job? Because he tried, you know.
It wouldn't
Can't
surprise me
say.
that's what they say.
I'd be glad if he dropped his thuggish activities. But I'm not sure it would be enough.
Why is that?
Sometimes I suspect it's me, Dr. Reed. Or it's this life. It's like I can't find my place.
Which, it does make sense, though. To me, that I guess if I saw, like, some really thuggish looking dude,
Goodbye, young
then
man.
I would probably think that.
Take care.
I'd probably think that if I was, yeah, saw some very thuggish kind of looking person. But if it's just like a normal average looking person, I wouldn't think much of it, unless they were rude, of course, but... I talk to both these guys.
You again?
Harry doesn't seem happy living in Whitechapel. Why did you make him come here?
I've always put my son's interests above everything else, whatever he may think. Our house is small but affordable. The walls are thin, but the door is solid.
You really love your son, don't you, Mr. Peterson?
He's my pride and joy. Even if he hates me for the choices I make and pushes me buttons more than he should.
Do you have any regrets?
Only one. Not to have my beloved wife by my side. She died when Harry was little. My sweet Jane. She gave the boy confidence.
Since the criminal nature of your job means you could be arrested, are you not afraid of what would happen to your boy if you were?
No one will ever take my son away from me. If that ever occurred, I'd hunt the bastard down and rip off his head with my bare hands.
I reckon if I killed his son, like, mesmerized him and killed him, he'd probably, join the, Iwan gang or whatever.
Why do you keep on working for the gang, Joe? You know it doesn't suit you.
It's true, I hate this job. And I know I made some bad choices, but I'm a wet boot boy now. And people won't forget it.
You could leave tomorrow. Start another life
Those are
in
tall
another town.
cheekbones.
That's easy for you
Good
to
Joe.
say, Doctor. We are poor. My son's weak. And there's no way he'll endure another disappointment.
Is that what you're attracted to, Pummel? The worst bit about this game is that I don't think I can ever unlock that hint. As far as I'm aware, I will never ever be able to unlock that hint. That does annoy me a little bit, because I fucked up in a dialogue choice. I can never unlock that hint. Which is annoying, but
Goodbye.
I like learning that the dialogue. And those kind of cheekbones. Well, he is a video game character, so maybe one day you will. The man of your dreams with really high, tough-looking cheekbones, and they'll call him Colossus Joe or Colossus something.
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel.
Pass.
But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist.
Do you want to go with low
My name
cheekbones?
is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
Got fatigue. I don't have the treatment for it. I must go make you a treatment for fatigue, my good sir.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Go to this hideout, yeah? Go to the hideout. So that I can... Where was it? Yeah?
It's locked, all right.
Why is it locked? Fuck off. Boring instead of thing, I only care about eyes. Oh, really? Okay. I don't think that that's boring. I think eyes play a really... Like a really big part. Because some people do have really pretty eyes. The only thing that I've become very aware of these days is Snapchat filters. If you have Snapchat or just seen those filters, Pummel. But what the Snapchat filters do is that they'll make like people's eyes pop a lot more. Like make them look more... I don't know what they do to it, but they make it look more perfect. More... I can't think of what to call it. They make it look like something though, and it doesn't look normal. Like it looks like something else. Brown cat is... Yeah, they are. They're very scary. Can I make another? Can I do anything? Axel? Take a naught. Damage dealt by 10%. Blood hits. Man, I'd rather get damage. Damage. But they're so scary. Like if you have freckles, like any sort of freckles, skin blemishes or whatever it is, you put the filter on, it clears your face right up and your skin looks perfect. Facial hair, because half of me likes it, the half of me realizes facial hair and guy makes my brain think it's older than me, which does done everything for me. I think it depends. I mean, like, I think I look a lot older having no hair, but I kind of like having no hair after a while. Also, put freckles on. Yeah, I know someone who got freckles tattooed onto their face because they liked them so much. They got them tattooed onto their face. So,
That would be...
If you persist in investigating the most pox-ridden
I thought
boroughs
girls
of
mostly
London,
liked older guys,
you
though.
must accept the risk.
Or I guess you are saying significantly older, so I guess that makes sense. Now let's listen to it. But the fact that, yeah, filters could just clear up their skin completely, get rid of all their blemishes, all their... Is blemish the right word? Just, like, all the, like, imperfections, I guess, you would see in someone's skin. It gets rid of it all. It, like, tightens up their jaw as well. Like, I was looking at a filter the other day, and I was flicking going from normal to the filter, and it, like, touched my jaw up and made it look higher, and I was like, holy shit, I look hotter with this filter on. Like, it made me look so different, and I was like, you just visibly see, like, normal face, and it's, like, pushed up cheeks, or, like, cheeks indented, or something or other. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? Some of that shit is so...
I heard you're investigating
It's so
an
fucky.
underground
Just
medical
warps your sense of
dispensary in
what
Whitechapel.
looks good.
What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
I'm afraid one of the nurses from the Pembroke Hospital may be involved with unsavory activities.
Ah, could it be Dorothy Crane?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
Olderish is fine. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. I think here, people wouldn't care too much about it, but maybe the culture's a bit different over there, so people could be more wary of it and judge more and whatnot, especially if, like, neighbors are more tightly knit. Very easy to judge and pass on all sorts
He
of
has
other
no
shit.
relatives at all?
No, except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nethercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nivicott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
Mr. Darby?
He never goes out.
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
Yeah, okay, I get you there, yeah. Different culture, more gossipy, yeah, very traditional mindsets. Whereas here, that sort of thing's fading, but it still exists. Thing is, it depends though, because I think maybe how many guys, like how often, or that's not maybe that's not the right question. Like, do a lot of guys have facial hair? Can they grow facial hair? Is it like mine? Is it more spotty? Is it better than mine? I don't know. I'm just using mine as like a basis for it. Because I know some guys can't grow it all that well and some can, so...
streets at night?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would have thought too. Like, it may not be as common to be able to grow it.
I must confess, some of my rational views have been shaken by recent events.
I'll remember to stay away from the district's roughest streets then.
Fuck me, dude. I think I might have fucked up on that hint.
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
So, do the older population of your, country, culture, I guess so most of the time you'll see some guy with a beard, they will generally be a lot older, right? Because if most people can't grow it, then shouldn't you be able to find a guy with it? I just think you should like whatever you like, but then I can also understand if the culture is people constantly gossiping and passing shit around and judging you, and it gets around, and then people go like, oh, you're doing this, we can't do this for you, and blah blah blah. It could just complicate things, and you don't want that to happen.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent?
And I'm keeping it vague like that, but yeah.
It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly
Not
diseases.
judging at all, I should say. Fuck, what did he just say? I was not paying enough attention.
It's a disgrace. People are left to die alone. No one is properly informed of the risks.
These are bad times indeed. So much for the glorious British Empire.
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
Finally, the first hint we've gotten. But I feel like I've fucked up too many. Yeah. Even there's some of the guys at work that can't grow one all that well. So they usually don't. Like, even when I was in high school, many people couldn't grow it, but mine, luckily, was able to, so... I think it all depends on the genetics and stuff.
But is the
What your
public
dad's
interested?
like,
Not
background.
at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
Yeah, I already fucked this guy up.
Goodbye.
It's gonna be my one way to get XP too, getting hints, but I'm gonna get them at this rate.